Hello everyone and welcome back to the second stream here on the 1st of February. First stream was a mixed bag, I guess. We had some success towards the end. We killed a pirate where we had a bounty mission that was taken out, which I died at one attempt, but now at least finally we got the award for that bounty and we can afford to buy the backpack that we will use to carry the goods or the things that we the minerals that we release when we use our mining tools. So funny thing happened, I just logged back into the game and indeed I spawned right back into my ship exactly where I left it. And apparently this is something that doesn't really happen yet. Or something like you gotta be a bit lucky in order for this to happen. But here I am getting out of the bunk where I actually ended my last stream, and I think this is the way that the game is intended to function, so that is kind of cool. It's kind of cool that that worked. Okay, so the point of this stream today, look at this beautiful view around my ship. Actually, we can try something interesting now. We can try to exit the ship. Or maybe I can't without... I thought there was a ladder here, perhaps. Maybe there is not. But you can try to get out of the ship and have a brief look around. So, actually, the point of the stream today has sort of been to... actually, that was the wrong door. These are my cocktail glasses. So the point of the stream today has been to try to get my hands around mining in the game. And so far... Okay, that is actually quite interesting. There are... Yeah, so in the first part of the episode today, we got the mining tool that we needed to have in order to do this. And we then had to have a bounty to get the backpack, and here I am outside my ship, EVAing, trying to have a look at it from the outside. It's a beautiful ship in many ways. Although this is a freelancer, I know a lot of people don't like it. One interesting thing is it has a turret in the back here, so you can get in here and have a gunner that will help you in the back if you need to fight off pirates and so on fright missions. One thing I have never done before is entering the ship from this top door on the back of my ship. Let's try that and hope that it doesn't crash. Can you open this from the outside? Okay, so let's hope that this doesn't crash the game or kill me. Okay, so we go sideways and forwards, and then we slowly lower ourselves in, and hopefully we will land inside the ship. Look at that. That's not quite... Oh, and I took damage from that. Okay, I see. Okay, blood on the screen is usually a bad sign. I didn't actually know that I had a little bar here. Can I take these glasses out? No, I can't. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so in any event, we are still in space. This is the pilot seat of my vessel, and let's get back in. So what are we going to do now is we're going to go back to Hurston. We're going to go down and we're going to buy the rucksack that I actually know where it is, and what shop sells it, and then we will go and find ourselves a place to mine. I was a bit curious whether these things that are floating in space around here are actually... debris. Some of it is debris from the ship that I destroyed, but I don't think that it is. It would be a bit interesting to check out that thing down there, but I'm afraid that I would get killed by that as I was entering it. Okay, let's see. We should be in orbit not very far from Hurston, which we are. Ariel, where I am now, is a moon of Hurston. So let's set a route for Hurston. It seems like it wants to go to a orbital something before we go there, which is a short way from here, and that's probably because we don't have a clear line of flight to the system where we want to go. So let's do that. So let's go into the hyperdrive. Also, this ship that I'm flying right now I find actually really hard to control. It's not as easy to fly as the Aegis Titan that I usually fly. So that was our first jump. Let's now point ourselves towards our actual destination of Hurston. And Thurston is up here. There you go. So spooling up the hyperdrive. And here we go. Or quantum jump, I guess they call it in this game. So here Thurston is coming closer and Ariel is now getting behind us. We are arriving at the dark side of Thurston. It was fascinating. It actually seemed like the sun stuck there for a little bit. Here we are. Nice. Okay, so let's find our target, which is the city that I visited in the previous stream, and that is Orville. No, Lorville. Where is it now? There is Lorville right there. Oh, this map is so bad sometimes. Like, I very often struggle with this map because now I need to find this specific settlement. I need to find Lorville, and there is Lorville. So I'm going to choose it and set route. That's good. Okay, so that means we have to go around the planet, which is always nice. Let's hope that we find Lorville on the day side of the planet. Yes, I think we will, because it's a very beautiful city to see from the air. Let's get going. Let's take in the view now as we travel around the planet. Go. And we are very much indeed. We're actually pretty close to Lorville. That is nice. Then we don't have to go so far. So okay, let's. That was actually the wrong button. Which button did I push there? I pushed something, and something definitely happened. Okay, cool. So let's get going. So we are looking for Terza spaceport, which is where we want to set down. I'm getting a pretty bad frame rate right now for whatever reason. This was not a problem previously. I'm not sure why that is. Let's give it a little bit of afterburner so we get closer to the city faster. Yeah, for some reason the frame rate is actually really bad for me right now. Let's hope that doesn't become a problem. Let's do a low pass over the city. As we approach. Actually put it on the side of our ship if you want to. But there is a restricted area over the city in which the autopilot takes over if you, or the city takes control of your ship to prevent you from crashing into things, as far as I know. Always, okay, hi Javin, welcome to the chat. You mean from orbit? Oh, my frame rate is super bad today. Oh, and indeed, I think no, actually, there was a tiny moment there where the autopilot took over. Why is my frame rate so extraordinarily bad? Like, this has not happened before. And there's something going on down there. It might be that we are experiencing some kind of glitch. Anyway, right in front of me is Tersa spaceport, so I'm gonna go and contact the landing services there and find a pad to set down. And I couldn't actually hear anything. I have a feeling something is wrong right now, but let's at least try to get down to Tersa. It might be that once we are there I will log in and out again, because the frame rate shouldn't be as bad as it is right now, and there's some really funky... is that like some kind of battle going on over there? Okay, the frame rate is a little bit better now. Because there's a red marker there. Okay, so that tiny little port in front there is where we are going to dock our ship. And because I'm going to fly a little bit sideways here, and we can take in this beautiful... Oh. We can take in this beautiful view while we do it, if it responds. So actually what we want to do is we want to come in a little bit directly on that port. And the reason we want to do that is because the game, or the autopilot, will kick in if you don't approach this at a very, very fine angle. So let's go straight for this docking bay. Put our ship nice and lined, and then we will move in slowly. Of course, this horrible frame rate is not exactly helping my navigation right now. We need a bit of light here. Okay, so let's get in. That doesn't sound good, but I think I have it. So now we can level out. Get a little bit back. Oof, was that the edge? Okay, and then we go down. And we put the landing gear out. Oh, that was the wrong button. It's kind of crazy that they gave me a driver's license, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Let's set her down. Slowly and nicely. Ever so slightly leveling out, and then we go down. And here we go. Maybe not the perfect landing, but we are nonetheless down. And that is good. And now the gate will close above us. This frame rate though is not really serviceable. I think perhaps I will log out and re-enter the game because I don't think I can. I'm just going to exit out the ship and see if it gets a little bit better inside the station. I'm going to exit out the back of the ship this time. But if it doesn't get better inside Lorville, then I will reboot the game, because right now this speed is not really manageable. But this frame rate, oh, and the frame rate is better. No, maybe not. Entry arrivals is over here. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, you mean, so Devin is commenting that cities on planets have a green circle around them. At least I saw one from orbit, or from the galaxy map as I was landing. It had like a ring around it, so it was possible to spot it. Oh, this the speed here is still really bad. Yeah. So this frame rate is not really manageable. I'm gonna actually restart the game, and it should bring me right back here to Lorville on my next entry into the game, because I can't play it with this low frame rate. And this is also a new problem. I haven't had this problem before. Okay, so that's not the end of the stream. It's the end of this technical issue, I hope. So let's do this. Quit game. Make sure you want to exit. Yeah. I'm also going to see that there is nothing in particular taking up more resources than usual on my computer. And there is not. Just going to check the antivirus. There's nothing special going on here, so either it was something like with the server, or yeah. Let's just do one technical thing here, and let us try and get back into the game. While we wait for that to boot up again, I can just mention that there was just an update to the roadmap of the game, and apparently there's something called prison play that will be coming in the next update. That's 3.9, which I guess will happen within a couple of months. And that looks kind of cool. It means that when you are in the... if you do something illegal in the game, it will put you in prison. And then there's a special set of quests and so on happening in the prison. And people can come and you can break out of prison, but then you need a friend to come pick you up. And these are kind of neat mechanics, I think. So I do hope that that works and that it is fun. It's a very, very different way to do it, and you sort of have to pay off your debts to get out of prison. So that's neat. It seems also we'll have some better first-person or NPC combat mechanics in the next version of the game, in the next update, and I really hope that's the case, because it will be fun to have some proper combat missions. And that is also one of the points of this stream today, is to try and try to get into a actual bunker mission, which apparently has proper enemies that you can shoot on the ground. And who doesn't want to do that in a video game, right? And the game is loading. Let's hope that it works. So if you're still online with us, Jevon, what have you been doing in the game recently? It also seemed like we managed to actually convince a friend of ours to go get the game. Try that the Prospector. Okay, so is that like an exploration ship or a mining ship, perhaps? Okay, and I'm back on the space station. And the frame rate is good. But I don't have audio. I can't hear anything in the game. Okay, so that is an issue, obviously. Let's just see that everything is set correctly. Yeah, it's a mining ship. Yeah, I see. So look at that. We don't actually have audio in the game. Or... yeah, my headset is on, and... okay, so we are battling the bugs, it appears. Do I have anywhere I can set here? Let's go out. And no, there is still no audio out. Let me just very briefly try to play a video to see if I can hear something in the... just to check that it's not my fault. So another game, of course, that in this series is the Squadron. Exactly, we do indeed have sound. So now just play the YouTube video there from Squadron 42, which is the single-player version of this game. Okay, that means I will one more time quit the game and log back in, and then hopefully it will give me sound this time. Okay, so the sound you're hearing now is from the launcher. So the launcher has sound. Let's try again. So Jevon is saying that mining can be boring, but that it's easy money and sort of relaxing. And I think, isn't that also one of the things that you did in Elite Dangerous, right? So I think, I actually, right now I'm doing this stream, of course, because I want to try the first person mining, just from the, or hand mining as they called it. Okay, let's really hope this time that we get audio. Yeah, I heard a thing. And there's music from the game. So, fingers crossed this time that everything turns out well. Yeah, no, I definitely hear the sound of it, so that's good. Okay, so let's go back into the game mode and hopefully we will get some proper gameplay down this time. So we're gonna go buy the backpack and... oh, and the sound went away. But that's actually not so uncommon once you're in the loading screen. So fingers crossed that it will sort itself out. Otherwise this will be a short stream. Ah, good. We have sound. We have sound, and it seems we have a good frame rate again. Okay, whenever I wake up in Lorville, I make myself a coffee. Actually, there's already coffee in it. Can I inspect it? So I can actually look at the object like that. Okay, interesting. So now I'm carrying my cup of coffee, and every now and then I can have a sip. It doesn't actually do anything as far as I know, but I enjoyed the fact that you can do that. Okay, let's go and buy the backpack. Ooh, is the frame rate still tanking? No, it's better. Okay, that's good. I actually sort of love the view from this hotel here. Look out over Lorville here. Is that a player ship in the sky? No. There's definitely something going up there. It could very well be a player. Anyway, let's go, and we gotta find our way to the workers district where there was a shop. Where I saw the backpack earlier in the previous stream. So let's go and grab that. So we're going to the ground floor. Wonderful stuff. I love this view. I remember the first time I exited this hotel and looked out there. I just thought it was super awesome. Okay, so subway to workers district, and then we are good to go. So we want to go to the, not the perimeter line. Is it here? Or actually, that's what we want to do, because we are in the spaceport area now. No, that we're not. Yeah, spaceport line. To Tersa Spaceport, Metro Center. I think that's where we want to go. Let's have a look at the map at the end. Oh, and the train's here. Okay, so actually... yeah. I think we are on Metro Center now, aren't we?
Do not lock doors.
I think. So welcome to my stream where I ride the subway around imaginary places.
Next stop, Tersa Spaceport.
Yeah, the frame rate is definitely back to normal.
Now arriving, Tersa Spaceport. Please watch your step when disembarking the train.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so what we want to do now is to transfer to...
Be considerate to your fellow travelers. Do not lock doors.
We want to transit to the subway line that goes to... yeah, is it Central Business? And then... Central Station, and then we want to go to... Leveston Station. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Is that a player? Yeah, it's a player. Hello. It should actually be someone else with me on the train this time. How about that?
Person security reserves the right to search travelers at any time.
So you can't actually do anything bad to other players. Shall I do something? Shall I dance? Can I dance?
Be considerate to your
Wait.
fellow travelers. Do not lock doors.
Am I sending direct messages to someone right now?
Next stop.
It says
Central
direct
Station.
message, but who did I send that to? Okay. I guess I'm gonna get a reply if I succeeded at that. I wonder. Hi. So it went to Jevon. Sorry about that, Jevon. Okay, now I understand. Okay, so the slash doesn't work. Okay, that's a bit stupid. Okay, so now I sent /dance to the global chat. Let's see if we get a reply on that one. In some ways it would be nicer if they organized this subway as a ring line, the same way you have in many cities, including here in Oslo, where you can go around the center. I know they have one of those in London too. I think I took that when I was there. So there's actually a player in the chat now saying that he will pay someone to save him. Presumably he's floating in space, or he's out of juice on his spaceship, or maybe it's a trap. You never know, right? So we're entering the business district now, and the architecture looks
Central
different.
Station. Please watch your step when disembarking the train.
So from here we want to transfer to the other side of the station, and then we will leave our friend there on his merry way, and then find our way around here to the other side, and then we will be in the place where the shops are. To business district. Yeah, and there's the train coming back again.
Station. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding.
There aren't that many passengers to talk about, to be honest.
Now arriving from Leedston Station. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding.
This is a shorter ride, I think. I would guess somewhere around 5 to 10% of my stream is me taking the subway around the city.
Next stop, Leedston Station, North Quarter.
There's some neat architecture here. So Jevon says I've gone on a massive loop, by the way. Do you mean to say that there is another way to get here that's faster?
Now arriving, Leedston Station, North Quarter. Please watch your step when disembarking the train. Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
Okay, here we are. Let's have a look at the map and see if there's an easier passage. The problem is that I want to go to Livingston Station, and that takes me past the Central Station, it seems. So I'm not sure there is another way. At least I haven't found it. But they could add a cross thing there to make it easier to get around. Okay, so here we are in the workers district. And this is where there was a shop right around the corner here. Once we get out into the free air... Oh, it's dusty today. That's fascinating, because the game has real weather. It's like proper weather effects. Oh, with that music there, this is super Blade Runner. So, where did we find that spot? Will I pass the bar here on the left? Okay, I haven't found the line that you're talking about there, Jevin. And the NPCs are doing this thing again, where they are standing on tables. And this guy's helmet appears to be a plastic bag. Tammy and Sons, that's where I want to go. Let's go and grab the backpack. There you go. Okay, so that's what I want. I want the rucksack core. Confirm purchase. Yeah, Jevin says it's a green and a blue line, so maybe I quite simply took the wrong line. Okay, let's put on the shiny new suit, and how that's gonna go with the gun in the back. Oh, I still have my coffee. Okay, let's try and put the backpack on. Okay, thank you for the advice. I want to go on the green, then blue. Okay, I'll have a look on my way back, see if I find a faster one. Okay, equipment manager, and let's put the core with the... I think that's actually armor. The McFlex rucksack core. Okay, so the gun, of course, then goes on the side of the backpack. That's neat. Let's have a look. And now my coffee is gone. Okay, so now I'm starting to look a bit kitted out. So I have a backpack. From this angle it looks very much like No Man's Sky now. I have extra magazines. I have 2 of those. They seem to be interfering with the pouch. I have the mining tool on my hip, and I have the machine gun on the side. Okay, so now we're talking. Let us get on. Okay, so Jevin says the blue and the green line, so let's have a look at that. We can also have a quick look around here. I think I have this gut feeling that this game eventually, when they sort of have to stop selling much of the ship material, or when you can grind for ships, they have to transition into something else. Ooh, look at this, the helmet with a... I can't afford it. It has a helmet with a light on it. I can't afford that. Well, anyway, at one point they have to stop selling the ships as much. So my gut feeling is that they'll probably go for a lot more cosmetics at that point, like many other games do, or like a subscription service. But before they can do anything like that, they have to fix these NPCs. Can I buy a ramen here? No, it's just sitting there. Okay, let's find our way out. So we want to go central line, is that it? So where will I find these lines, these other lines? To Central Business District, is there another one? Maybe here. Nope. That's authorized personnel only. Yeah, it's okay. It's just 2 stops. So I think I'm gonna go for that now.
Your fellow travelers, do not lock doors.
Oh, train's here. Yeah, so I have seen, so Jevin says that they already have a subscription service, and yeah, I have seen that. It's I'm not sure how much you get at this point, especially since you can't sort of keep the things that you get for your subscription. So unless you're super into the game, I have my doubts about that particular thing. So there are many ways to get into this game if someone is watching this and doesn't know. On the website for the game, you can buy starter packs and you can buy all kinds of things for the game. I got this when it was a little bit cheaper. And it gave me this ship that I really appreciate and the game. I've also backed the other game that they are working on called Squadron 42, which is the single player version of this. They paid some expensive actors to do some face capture on this. But I think I don't want to spend more content on this game than those two things. I feel I feel like they need to sort of deliver a little bit more. Like they need to deliver continuation of your resources, so that when you buy or grind for things, that you can keep it. The one moment they do that, I might actually put a little bit more money into this, especially if they add some proper enemies as well. But already for that pledge, or for that $60 purchase that I made for this game, I feel I've gotten a lot. So I don't feel cheated at all. I know that some people felt like they hadn't gotten their money's worth, but I really have enjoyed this. This is one of the games this year that I have enjoyed the most, even though I can't really do that much in it. There's something just about this exploration, and it's so sort of, I don't know, the kind of games that I want now are either really fast-paced or some kind of pleasant exploration, and this really ticks that. So it's nice. Yes, Jevon says that the persistence, where you can keep your stuff across server wipes, that's coming later this year, and I really hope that it is. I also saw that they were talking about this. I gotta say though, for this Squadron 42 game, I really think it looks really nice. The trailers and so on that I've seen for it looks quite amazing, so I'm really looking forward to this. It's also kind of pleasant to know that this will be a game that will come back for many they will really add features for the next year or so, and I actually think that's kind of nice to know that there's going to be more stuff coming. Okay, very shortly now we are arriving at the spaceport, where we'll get our ship out and try the first mining that I've ever done in this game. Once I've done that, I'll go and try to get some of the bunker missions. So I guess some of the things you see out here are like cargo. Yeah, so it's like cargo cranes and containers, and it feels like it's a working place.
When disembarking the train. Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
Look at this dude just standing there. Oh, there's definitely more than one dude inside this dude. Oh, that's freaky. The first time I saw like two NPCs spawned inside one another, a face, I walked up to him, and then one face turned inside the other, and it was actually really creepy. These guys were here last time as well, this duo here. Can I move them? Maybe I'll get a criminal record from doing that. This is also a duplicate. Yeah, look at that. Okay, let's just go through customs and get our ship out. The music in this game is also really good. It's really, really nice. Ah, look at this. So nice. So I have my Titan. So some kind of bug happened here where I cannot get, this is the same ship as this one, but I can't get this out. It's like it's broken and the claim doesn't work. When I click the claim, okay, so file a claim. It doesn't do anything, it just fails. So I suspect that somewhere in the system there's an error message being tracked on that one. Okay, let's get this one out.
Your ship has been delivered to the farm
Hangar 9. Not sure why they are waiting here. So the yep, it was there. What is over here? Okay.
Welcome to New Deal Shipyard.
Elevators to hangars. Let's go on this one then. So it was hangar 9, wasn't it? Let's hope that we don't get that frame rate bug again as we are entering orbit. You don't really orbit in this game. I don't think that's what you do, because you're not going around the planet so fast that you miss the horizon, which is the concept of orbit. So that's not really what you're doing. In principle, when you put your spaceship straight up like you do in this game, then you should fall back down again, just really, really slowly. So here's my ship. I played Kerbal Space Program enough to understand how orbit works. Or, I don't really understand how it works, but I feel I understand how it works. And that's the self-confidence you get from playing video games and watching hospital television shows. This is the place where I learned that you have to ask for permission to take off as well as land. Because the time I tried to take off without the hangar door on the top there was still closed. Okay, so let's go to comms and request takeoff. Somehow I opened my canopy again. I don't understand why I keep doing this. I'm pushing something. Close exteriors. You can see the light from the outside passing in here. That's really nice. Okay, cool. Let's center our reticle. And we can watch the takeoff from the outside. Look at the city come off in the background there. If this is not a beautiful space game, I don't know. I have probably said that so many times in these streams, but I so enjoy just these landscapes. It's just magnificent. Look at the city just going off there. In fact, let's take a slow little spin over in that direction. Just take a moment to enjoy the city under us here. And whatever this thing is. I don't know how low you can go in this city. Of course, the streets seem a bit desolate when you look at like here. I don't know if if this planet is like terraformed so humans can enjoy it or breathe the air, or there's probably some lore to that. I remember in the previous stream as we were entering the central area of this town, there was this there was like a museum of the colonization of this planet, and that it's a great lore as well. You know, you can just have a look around there. I assume this is like mining, or it seems like they dug into the ground here, right? So the exploration part of this game is also really wonderful. So if there is less of a restriction on the altitude here, I can probably fly down into these canyons a little bit. Let's have a look at that. So apparently this planet was, as far as I understand, where it was used for weapons testing. That's part of the lore. So there is like some kind of story there as well, because we landed here once. Or wasn't it here? Maybe it was somewhere else. And we found some water that was like super poisonous. Let's look at this. So the entire planet had this sort of a feeling of being sort of that there was metal around everywhere. And this sort of this looks like a place that has been excavated. Actually, that's a beautiful detail there. It looks like they had like that they have driven like large machinery up on this ramp here. So we fly through this tower here. Let's give this a try. Oh, and the weather is getting bad. It's like a sandstorm. I wonder if I'm actually feeling that on the ship. And this music again is beautiful. Look at this. So I used to think that No Man's Sky had like cool planets and procedural generation in No Man's Sky was great. But after seeing this game, this No Man's Sky has nothing on this game. Just look at this. And I can land anywhere here and get out. It's just amazing. And then of course, when all is said and done, we can just shoot off into orbit. Look at this. I hope I didn't overheat the ship. And here we are on our way out into space. And there's Lorville in the bucket. And I open the canopy! Is it? It's a set button, isn't it? Yeah, so when I hold the set... Okay, I push set button. No. I still struggle to understand why I opened the canopy. Okay, let's get out into space and we find somewhere to mine. Apparently you can mine flight system overheating. Okay, maybe I should cool it down a little bit. Apparently you can find places to hand mine by looking at some tool you have, so I will try to find that. And as we are entering space, of course, all the sounds and everything gets more subdued. Also, I gotta say I'm very happy I chose this ship, because I think it's a beautiful ship. And my ladder is out. Okay, that's a bit embarrassing. Let's put that back in. Okay, that's better. And we are soon in space. Let's try and see if we can get some better speed up, and then we can try and look for the places to mine. So apparently this app called Skyline you will use to do that. Okay, so maybe actually that means that I have to go down again. Of course it would make sense. And now the screen is turning red because I made a very, very rapid turn, so I would pass out from the G-force. Which is also a nice element. Okay, let's actually slow down a little bit and try this Skyline app. Maybe I have to fly over the surface. Let's see. Skyline. It's not doing an... Oh, is this the Skyline thing? Ah, so maybe I have to fly down to the surface and look for it. So then we shouldn't go back to orbit right now. Let's have a look. Or maybe I can find a location with my hyperdrive thing. Let's just go here and find out what this is. I like to put this view up because it's like, it feels a little bit like Interstellar. So now I'm just going to another area of the planet, another point on the surface, using quantum travel. If it's far enough away, you can do this. So we'll be going a little bit away from Lorwell. I don't actually know what this place is, but we can always check it out.
Quantum travel.
I can't really see anything right now. We're not that high up. Let's go a little... And I opened the canopy again. Okay, so one thing I really need to know is... Oh, and listen to the sound go there. I really need to figure out what button is doing that. Okay, that's better. I don't like the sound of the air rushing by. Okay, so let's lower our altitude a little bit, and then try to find a place to find a cave and do some exploring, some spelunking and some mining. How about that? Okay, so if I open my skyline tool now, let's put the ship to hover. And then we have a look at that tool again. Skyline. Does it show anything? No. This might be one of those points where I need to look up on the internet what to do. Or do I have a tool on my computer here maybe to do that? No? What about this? So I know that on this panel I can change weapons and power distributions and things like that. This one doesn't seem to have any modes that do anything right now. Funny. Okay, let's actually set her down over on those mountains up there. And then while we are landed, I can have a look and see if I can find this myself, or if not, I'll look it up on the internet, how to find these caves. But they should be here. It's the most likely place to find a cave would be by a mountain, wouldn't it? So let's set her down by the foot of these hills over here. And hope for good weather. Oh, there's trees here as well. I'm running the graphics on low, so it's a little bit... so the quality is not optimal at the moment. Let's stop on the hilltop over here. That looks like a nice place to put our ship down and have a look. I still haven't been to Microtech, which is this apparently very, very pretty planet where I would really like to see at some point. Ah, this is a nice place to put her down. I hope. Okay, landing gear is out. Okay, that's the wrong axis. And we go down. Oh. Okay, that was not the most elegant landing, but I can live with that.
Complete.
Should we leave the ship running? I think we'll just turn it off for now. Or maybe not. Okay, let's have a look again and see if we get anything on that skyline program. So nothing happens when I click that. Okay, so let's actually, just for fun, we can get out and have a look around as well, and then, because this looks like a very pretty place. He's saying, Jeff, that I need to have a mission to find the caves to mine, because that would be a bummer. So this is the mining laser. This is my handgun, and this is my rifle. I haven't fired the rifle yet. Let's give it a shot. Maybe I need to load it. Okay, it's not actually shooting. Why isn't it shooting? Okay, that's good to know in case there's actually ever a combat. Okay, now I understand, Devin. So you want me to just get a mission for the you will find a cave by using an investigative mission. Okay, I understand. But I also thought that you had oh, there's a ship there. Should I be concerned? Maybe I should get back inside. I'm a little bit concerned about that ship. So there is a large ship that's set down over there. Is that you, Devin? If it is, it's interesting. Okay, so this is probably... Okay, so let's have a look. Maybe this is how I die today. By meeting people in the wilderness. Oh, is he gonna ram me, is he? Oh, there's a person there getting up into the ship. Hello. Let's wave.
Yeah, it's totally me.
Oh, it's you? No. How did you find me? Oh, okay, so now I have to turn on some voice comm here, right? For you to hear me.
Stream snipe.
That's I actually have a setting.
Yeah.
I have a setting that I need to put on somewhere for him to hear me. Okay, so let's put the audio, and I think I do voice activated something. So if I turn on this, can you hear me now in the game? Can you hear me now in the game, Devin? I guess not.
I don't think so.
Okay, we can... Okay, what if I turn on this? Do you hear me then?
Yeah, you know.
Okay, you hear me in the game as well, yeah. Okay, so you actually found me. How did you find me? Do we always spawn on the same server?
No, I joined your server.
Okay. You have a very shiny helmet.
Thank you.
Just so you know it. I totally thought there was going to be someone coming there to ram me, just so you know it, after that experience we had.
Well, I kind of went down the elevator, and I got stuck in the elevator, and as I walked forward, it dragged my ship with me. So
Okay.
I dragged my ship forward like 10 meters.
This ship looks beautiful out here in the sun, just, you know? This is a beautiful shot of your ship. I guess I'm
I
not...
was following you for quite a while. I was hovered above Hurston when you were taking off.
Okay.
I was about 7 kilometers out, and then I followed you into orbit, and then back down here, and then obviously to the quantum drive to wherever we jumped to.
So does that mean that, because you couldn't see my marker, right? So you would have to
I could obviously see where you quantum drived, and
Yeah.
then from there I can see where you're flying, and then when I get within 8 kilometers I can see your target and lock onto you and shoot up. So
You really kitted yourself out.
yeah,
How did you...
I had like loads of spare money, like not real money, but this is all in-game stuff, all the stuff I bought here. So apart from the knife that's on my right thigh, that is bought.
That's
I
the
struggle
left.
to see it. It is white. Right thigh. Can you see them? You can see
I
them.
don't see a knife, but I can see something purple and shiny.
Yeah, on my right leg on the front. I can see it.
Yeah, I see the knife. You're right. It's the blue thing
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that's pretty fancy. Yeah, because I saw that they added that. I don't have anything like that, but I noticed that I could melee with my gun. So I
Yeah,
can,
middle mouse.
yeah. Have you done any of the bunker missions?
I've not.
Are you still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, oh yeah, I went into third person. The security post career mission, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Mission that you're told to do is bugged, but it depends on how long the server's been online. If the server's been online for a while, then it's bugged because the AIs are always there, so they bug out after a while.
Okay.
So if it's a new server, you can pretty much go there now and do it.
That doesn't
Also,
sound.
completed it in them.
That doesn't sound like something annoying at all.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I appear to have done something wrong. Oh, there you go. Okay, now I can't move my mouse. Oh. Okay, I just pushed the wrong thing again. Okay, like that. I think I'm gonna go find. Oh, thank you for joining the stream. I was actually gonna solo this one, and suddenly here you are.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
I just gotta say, this is the first time I landed on a planet with vegetation, and it looks really pretty.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, just look at your ship sitting here in this with the dust coming out. I'm sure if it's the engines or the weather. It's really, really nice. Yeah, it's quite a special game, this, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they did something crazy here. Is it getting night side or is it getting a bad weather?
It's getting night.
Yeah.
It's going down.
Alright. I think I'm gonna try and find that mission then. So there is no way to scan for a cave that you know?
Not that I know of. You can just do, if you go into missions, just go in investigations and then go on, find a mission that says someone's lost in a cave and it'll take you straight to a cave.
Yeah, I see. Okay, maybe that's what I should do.
Yeah.
I'm also just
Whether
gonna...
it'll be on this planet, I don't know,
But I think someone said that you could also like look for it. So I'm just gonna also look it up if there's a way to scan for these caves. But
well, you might be able to use your ship scanning, which is tab and then hold right click. But you'd have to be quite close to the cave.
ah, I see. Okay.
So,
Oh, but thank you very much for joining. That was a fun surprise. Oh, you have a rover on board?
Not on board, no.
Ah. Did you
Well,
buy
you
one
have
of
to
those
kind of,
used
like-
ones?
Yeah. I mean, I've got Dragonfly.
Is that the golf cart?
No, that's the speeder bike.
Oh, yeah. You know, I actually thought about getting one of those after I had gotten into mining, because I really think they look
Yeah.
lovely. Do you want to
especially
show?
the yellow one.
I guess did we show this ship on stream once before?
We have done, yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would be nice to have a view inside of it, because it is a really, really nice ship.
You can view an alien ship if you want.
An alien ship.
Vandal, yeah. I believe it's alien anyway. The Vandals are the aliens, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, I only realized that there was some alien stuff here when I saw the plans for Squadron 42, that there was going to be some alien part of the storyline.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of races actually, so they've actually made quite a lot of races already, so I can imagine at some point you'd be able to go to alien planets and actually go there as like a visitor. Friendly.
I had no idea. I thought this was just like a human bubble expanding into space.
Yeah, I'm not
There's-
sure at what extent they are. I think Vandals are just, they're explorers, aren't they? They're from millions and millions and millions of whatever away.
So they're not like evil.
Oh yeah, they're evil.
Oh, okay, okay. I see. So, yeah, okay, but I think I will let you be on your merry way.
Okay.
Look at this, and Jevon has his private elevator. Everyone wants that, right? Do you want to give us a beautiful takeoff?
I can do.
And now we can see him there in the cockpit. Well, now there's quite a lot of dust, but he's in there, and we can actually see him doing his things. Yeah, now he turned on the ship, so you can see him do things, and here he goes. Look at that! That is beautiful. Oh, and that sound as well. Oh, that was really nice. Oh, so many nice touches in this game. Completely crazy. Let's see if he comes back over again. No, I guess he didn't. He got lost in the clouds there. Okay, so that was a fun surprise. So me and Jevon play quite a lot of VR together, and now suddenly here we are meeting up in this one. I feel I can still hear his ship. And here he comes again, I think. Nice, look at that. Oh wow, listen to those sound effects. That was pretty wicked. Oh, and is that a flare? It's fireworks, that's for sure. Oh, that's really funny. Okay, so we should probably figure out how to find these caves for the missions, either by doing an investigation mission or... yeah, so again, to anyone new joining, what I'm up to right now is I'm trying to find caves that you can explore and mine. So right now I've landed on a planet where I know that there are caves to explore. So now I'm actually going to have a look online to have a look and see how you find the caves. Although I do know that you sometimes have to look up these, that you can look into missions that will set you in caves. So how do I find, okay, finding rocks. Okay, the first of 3 potential sources for rock is located inside caves. This is by far the best bet if you don't have a prospector, as scanning is not required or even useful. However, PvP encounters are likely. So yeah, okay, so I can't meet other players. I didn't manage to fire my gun a moment ago, so that's a bit suspicious. Okay, you can go straight to the caves visible in the Skyline app. But chances of PvP encounters can be lowered by following an investigated mission marker. Okay, so the caves are visible on the Skyline app. And they are found on Daymar, Hurston, and Aberdeen. So I am on Hurston right now. So that means that... okay, that means that I can find these things. Okay, second potential source is on the surface. This is mainly viable to prospector owners. That's a ship that you can use for mining, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to mine asteroids today. So let's go and see if we can actually find some caves. So I actually came down here to the place where I am now on the basis of one of these things. But let's pop back in our ship and see if we can find a marker and try and locate the cave on the basis of that marker. Yeah, I think that's the thing we're going to do. Okay, so first let's get ourselves airborne, and I like to put the exterior view for this. So yeah, here we go. And retracting the landing gear, and we're gonna increase the speed a little bit to go up. And look at the landscape here. I guess this is what they call planet tech. But this planet is absolutely amazing. Again, this game just blows my mind with how beautiful it is. Okay, let's see if we can find markers. I think to see these markers we actually have to be... oh, there's Jevon again. Well, I'm glad you didn't collide with me. Okay, so there are clearly markers here on the ground. But they are far away, so I guess they are on the opposite sides of the station. 1,000 kilometers, so we must have had a marker where we... here, where we were setting down. I'm just flying a little bit sideways to see if there are any other markers that don't move like they are far away. Okay, there's one there. Exit atmosphere. HDMS, is that it? What about this thing? No, that's on the other side. Exit atmosphere. Okay, let's just do that then. Because if the red HUD marker says, then we do that, right? Let's go into space. Cruise control on, increasing speed, and here we go. Probably tilt up a little bit more. And here we go. Okay, let's slowly level out without pushing too much G, so we pass out. Oh, that was close. Oh. So the red screen again means that I'm pushing too many Gs. Okay, let's go to this spot here. It should be right down there on the surface. I don't actually know what these different markers mean. I suspect these are areas you can mine, because there's nothing there. Let's go for this one. Oh, this is actually on the other side of the planet. Okay, well then. Yeah, let's just go and check it out. Whoa, this place looks very different. Okay, so let's see if we can find the same marker. So it's there, 25 kilometers ahead. Let's just keep going. So is that a cave? I guess we'll find out. If it's not a cave, there is something there, so regardless, in a way, it's kind of fun to figure out what that is. Like, what does HDSF mean? Is the location, perhaps? It could be that it's like a settlement. Because there are little settlements, many places, where you can go and pick up things and deliver things and so on. So it could be that. So I learned the other day that actually there's a red line and a white line on the side of the speed, which is on the left side of the HUD. And the red means that your ship cannot counteract that speed if you need to suddenly brake. So when you stop in this game, you use retro thrusters to stop yourself. Oh, I'm being shot at. Whoa! Should I fire back? That's a question. Okay, is this... what is that?
Proximity alert.
What was that? I need to have a second look at that, whatever that was. Okay, so it means that there are things here that's... Ooh, I'm passing out from the G. That was a bad move. Okay, so then that is definitely not a mine. But I got super curious now. Let's actually I'm gonna set my ship down unless they are of the shit they're firing at me. Let me set my ship down here and have a look, because there's a ridge between me and whatever that thing that's shooting at me is. So if I set my ship down on this side of that hill, I should be able to have a look over and see with my binoculars what that is. Let's just fly over to the edge. Well, I was saying before that I wanted combat, right? So let's see what that is. Can I land here? Is it stable enough? Oh, there's a rock there. We don't want that. And I guess we're gonna leave the ship running. See my guys getting out of the... The turrets are super hard to hit. Okay, so HDFS is a hostile camp. Thank you for that information there. I'm sorry I wasn't watching the chat right there. I'm just gonna have a look at it. So I'm just gonna go up to the top of that mountain and peek over, unless that is a... No. Whoop, what just happened there? Yeah, let's have a look. I'm really curious to see what that thing on the other side is. Okay, so this kind of vegetation really reminds me of No Man's Sky, I just gotta say that. So there are actually hostile camps. I didn't know that. That's good information. It means, like, sometimes I wondered, I sort of missed the sort of the shooting part of this game, and I feel it would be nice if it was easier to get into that. So let's have a quick look over there, over the edge here. And I do seem to remember from Star Marine that you can glide down by pushing X if you want to get over the edge. It was down here, wasn't it? See that thing in the distance there? There's a thing there. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of camp here, and there seems to be some... Yeah, those are probably the turrets. It's just that they are not showing all the body there. Okay, interesting. So welcome to the chat, Krulak. Are you still playing it, or you say you haven't played it much? But I guess it's gotten a lot better recently, right? That's how I understand it, that for a really long time there was really nothing in the game. And then suddenly you can now actually go out and explore this. Okay, so let's go and grab one of those investigative missions. I guess my ship took a little bit of damage from this encounter, actually. But let's just yeah, I do see your I do see your chat, Jeff, on the left side there. I didn't until you asked, do you not see this? Okay, let's get back in the ship. So one thing I want to just have a look at, I want to see how the markers are from Star Citizen cave markers. No, doesn't seem to be an easy way to see that. Yeah, and I think this, Krill in the chat is saying that when he played this, there was no getting on planets, and I think that's like one of the coolest things here, is exactly this thing that you can get in your ship and get out like anywhere, and these planets really feel so cool. Yeah, I love this. Okay, so we need to find another marker to get into this mining. I have about 1 more hour that I can stream, and then I have to get going, so let's just take off, and we should probably not go straight in a straight line up here because of that settlement over there. So let's just fly our way over here. And maybe try not to ram our ship into the ground. Maybe we should take the landing gear out too, while we're at it. And the back door is open, which is a bad sign, I guess. I have a thing with that. I tend to leave everything open. Okay. Ooh. What am I doing wrong? Okay, there you go. I pushed the wrong button, so... Well then, we got some beautiful low-flying shots here. Okay, in any event, let's just...
Proximity alert. Hit proximity
Why am I...
deck.
Oh, I'm still falling. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's get back a little bit higher and then try and find one of those markers one more time. And if not, I'll just grab one of those investigative missions from orbit. Maybe I'll just grab one of those investigation missions so that we don't have to fool around anymore since I only have 1 more hour to go. So let's put autopilot on the ascent. Sometimes autopilot doesn't turn on for me. Like right now I'm unable to put cruise control on. I really don't know why. And but it's really annoying because I do want to do other things, so I do want to leave the cruise control on. But then it's not doing something, yeah? Okay, so we are 10 kilometers up. Let's level off a little bit and it's just really weird that I'm unable to get the cruise control going sometimes. But that's okay. I think that's probably a bug. So to work out how the flying works. Hold F to look in the inner thoughts mode, then click flight ready, which turn on your engines and power on. From there, hold space and control direction. Yeah, I do manage to fly the ship. It's more like the problem is somehow I'm not sure what button I'm pushing, but every now and then I push something that opens the canopy. So I'm not really sure what that is. Okay, that was funky. The chat sort of rolled back as I was... Some of the chat went away while I switched from external to internal. Okay, enough about that. Let's grab one of those contract missions and then we'll see. So you have Contracts Manager, which gives you investigation. So where is this? Daymar on Hurston. Okay, investigate client, missing client. Okay, accept offer. Nice, let's go and do that. Maybe that's what I should have done all along. By the way, Krill, were you here when Jevon came in his spaceship and he was stalking me and I didn't see him? Because that was actually quite a cool experience, because I really was expecting that when somebody just fly in there with the ship and I don't know who it was, I was really expecting that to be an enemy or someone wanting to kill me. Okay, let's find this Hurston cave. So right now there are a bunch of markers. So how do I find that particular one? I assume it will be different. Yeah, it might actually be that I need to go and set a route to it in the star map. Yeah, it was really cool when he flew over. They had this amazing sound effect there. Like as he was passing, it was this thundering sound. It was like there was a Doppler shift or something in it. It was that was really spectacular when Jevon flew over in his bigger ship there just a moment ago. Okay, so let's see if we can find the contract. There should be a quantum marker. Exactly, so there it is. So we want to set a route to that thing. But we are on Hurston, so we don't need to... Okay, so it's actually right outside Lorville. Oh, damn it. I seem unable to select it. Okay, so I can't actually... There's no quantum beacon there, of course. But I can set a track for Lorville, and then I can...
75%.
Okay, 75% fuel. Okay, let's go, right. So I can fly to Lorville, and then I can try and get to the cave myself from there. So Lorville is on the... Oh no, there you go, Houston Cave, yeah. Well, actually, it still doesn't seem to have a quantum marker, so that means that I have to fly there myself. So let's get around to Lorville. Without the canopy open this time. So Krill has a Aurora ES. Let's have a brief look at that one while the ship is coming around. Yeah, I've seen this ship before. Is that the one that has the glass window on the side, where you can actually, or like an airlock on the side? And I always thought if you're inside that, it has to be an amazing view to look outside as you're exiting planets and so on. Scan progress. Oh, interesting. So now it says something. Did I push a button or did it do that itself? Whoa. How did that happen? Did I push a button to do that? Tab button. Oh, look at that. I had no... Thank you, Jevon. You are a lifesaver. I had no idea. You know, there's really no tutorial here. The tutorial was the key binding map. And now Jevon is the tutorial right now, which is good. But it's a little bit interesting because it's like... you get thrown into it, but it doesn't really matter. It's fun to explore this as well, because many of these systems are really well made. So you said I had to push tab, right? And then I push the right button to scan. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but it's okay. I have the marker here. Oof, and this means I have to land in the dark, which is not my favorite thing. It's actually one of my coolest moments in this. One of the coolest moments I had in this game was landing when I was going to do delivery, and it was in sort of a shady place, far away from everything. And I flew a really long time to get there, and when I arrived there, there was another player there. I never saw the player, but I saw his ship, and to me that was like. At any moment I knew I could be assaulted by this person, yet I had to go inside this little house there to deliver, to do a delivery. But I really thought that was one of the neatest, sort of experiences I've had in this game. It was also in the dark and it was raining, so I had this sort of rain effect on my visor. And I thought that's beautiful, because like no one scripted that there was going to be someone there. It's just something that happened. That's super nice. That was a good Star Citizen moment right there. And that time it was not Jevon. Leaving armistice zone. Weapons online. Okay, so now I have to turn on the lights. And I gotta keep a certain altitude. So the question now is, are there mountains here that are higher than 5,000 meters? Because if it is, I could hit one of them at any point. Maybe I'm gonna rise a little bit, just so I'm sure that I don't crash into anything. This is one of those points where I really would like to have cruise control, which does exist. It's just that somehow my button is bugged or whatever. Kilometers to the cave. So let's have a look and see if we find anything in there. And again, right now I really have no idea what the landscape looks underneath. So one thing I really hope they do in this game is that they provide some kind of radar underneath, like that heads-up display, like sort of in the middle there, that you would get some kind of output there that would tell you what the landscape around you looked like underneath you when you're flying in the hours of darkness, as they say in the airlines. But luckily this ship has a very, very powerful light. Okay, so I'm just a few thousand meters away and I'm 3,000 meters up. So let's bring her to a hover and put on the lights. We're too far away to see the lights yet. Let's stay a bit high. I can see contours of some mountains. It probably gets lost in the compression of the stream. The worst case scenario now is, you know, ramming into a mountain because I didn't know that it was there. If this is like in some deep valley, how would I know, right? Okay, let's bring her to a hover again and slowly descend on this cave. Is my light on? How can I see if the light is on? That's also a question. Well, I can see when I get down there. Let's slowly descend. And I certainly hope that that's the marker for the entrance. How can the cave be 1,400 meters away while I'm 2,000 meters up? That's a bit dodgy. Still moving many hundred of meters or tens of meters per second. Okay, lights on. Okay, now I can see something there. Oh, look at that. There really is like a cave entrance there, isn't there? Let's fly a bit closer to that. Let's just take it easy. Because now I gotta find a place here to land, set her down easily. There's something up in the hill there too. Okay, let's be cautious here. Okay, let's put her down somewhere here, maybe. How does the landscape look underneath me? Is that flat or is that a hillside? Let's just push her slowly sideways. Let's see if we can touch down here. What does it look like? Is there no, there's no rocks there. Okay, so let's get a horizon. Yeah, it does seem like I can. It does seem like it's a hillside. Again, I really wish I had like some ground visualization here so I would know. Okay, let's put her to level and then slowly go down and then hope that we can recover if it goes bad. Landing wheels out.
Landing gear deployed.
And then slowly we descend. We're absolutely not that far up. Oh, this is really unnerving. Okay. I accidentally pushed the wrong button, so we spun out a little bit. Whoa. Okay, so it does seem to be level here. That's good. Actually, over here it seems level. Let's just slowly float over there. And put her down. Okay, here we go. Putting her down very gently. In the darkness of an alien world, how about that?
Proximity alert. Deck.
Yeah, it's flat here.
Landing complete.
Whoa. Okay, let's leave the light on. I want this to be on. Okay, this is more than a little creepy, actually. Let's have a look. Ideally, I should have rotated it so that I had the lights pointing towards the cave. But I missed that day on astronaut school. Apparently I have inadvertently landed in Mexico. And I should definitely have landed a little bit closer, since I'm 250 meters away. Oh my god, this was unnecessary. Okay. But finally, we did find a mine we could mine, hopefully. And I have 30 minutes of stream time left. So welcome to my stream where I take public transport and explain to people how beautiful the game is. It's mostly what I spend my time on. So how do I get in here? Okay, so the marker is on the other side of this pile. Oh, there's stuff here. Is that a person? Are those people or what are they? Whoa, damn it. Can I shoot them? Shit. Oof, damn it. Oh, do I have a med pen? I'm not sure I have. Okay. Oh no, don't I have a med pen? Oh, and I died. Oh, that is so crazy. Oh my god, I really thought I had the med pen and I totally was not expecting enemies there. Holy crap. Okay. Oh, that is a piece of shit, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so welcome back to Lorville. I'm gonna have another cup of coffee. There's no coffee cup. You kidding me? You are kidding me. I'm not even gonna have my coffee. This is the shittiest stream ever. Okay, anyway. So the question is, do I have time to go back there and give it one more try? And the answer to that is yes. But I'm not really well equipped, I guess. This time though, I am prepared that I know that they are there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back there and give that one more try. I'm definitely gonna... Do I have money for a med pen? I think I do. Okay, so we're gonna go and buy a med pen. And once I've done that, I'm gonna go back there and give that one more try. And then that will be... The problem is that when I enter there, I don't have that much time, and I can't sort of, you know, in this game you can't quick save. So if I enter that cave, let's see what we can manage to do in just a few minutes. So let's, at least I need to go and buy a med pen. Yeah, Jevny is saying that probably I killed one of them, and that when I come back there, I assume that one of them will already be dead. The question is, if I meet a lot of resistance in that cave, I would be in trouble. But that's okay. This is also a good experience, like, because there is a lot of risk reward in this game. Oh, and now we actually get to see Lorville by night, which is far less interesting than Lorville by day. Okay, so let's get, I guess we gotta go back to the workers district. Because now I'm in Metro Central, so actually there's 3 stops on the subway to get there. Is this the correct direction? No. Actually, it says workers district right here, so maybe I'm completely going the wrong way. Of course, you actually do. Yeah, because right over there is this square where the workers district is. So you do, when you wake up in Lorville, you're actually pretty close to the place where you can go and buy the stuff you need, I guess. Or I think. Shouldn't I go that way then? Shouldn't the... Isn't this the place where I went to pick up the med pens? No, not the med pens, but the equipment earlier. Oh, there it is. Now I remember the place. It's down here. And here are those crazy NPCs congregating again. Okay, so do they have med pens here? There's also a question. Yeah, there they are. Actually, we can, this time we can go and... Oh, it's a player. Hello. This time we can go and check the terminal and see there. So that's definitely not what we want, but there were definitely some med pens on his bench there, wasn't there? Cure Life med pen. Yeah, let's go get some of these. Does it say anywhere how many I have? I guess not. Let's buy several of those. One more. I think I have to equip them as well, don't I? Oh yeah, and Jevon says you have to equip them. Remember that. And I did remember that even before you said it. Okay, so let's get out of here and equip those. We can do that while we're looking at this crazy scene here with these NPCs. Okay, I'm pushing F1. There you go. So I guess I spent some bullets now. My primary weapon is empty. Did I lose the rifle that I had? That would suck. That would be really bad. I had a rifle that I was firing there at the end. But it's not here at the moment. Consumable medical is empty. Okay, so I can equip 2. And I do have the multi-tool. Can I... Okay, available in use 1. Can I equip more? I don't have grenades. Did I lose the rifle? Ah, that's not nice. Okay, so I do have the pistol. And I still have the spare magazines. But it seems like the rifle that I was shooting when I got killed there is lost. That's not nice. It wasn't very expensive. I can get a new one, so it's not like that's a problem. But maybe you do lose something. Actually, let's... I still want to go back there with my pistol. Okay, so when I push save and equip, nothing happens. Uh-oh. Let's close this and get back in again. Okay, I seem to be having a... Okay, there you go. Still, I don't have any primary weapons again. I only have my sidearm. Okay, that's pretty bad. And if I equip the... Okay, so that is now equipped, so it seems like the stuff was equipped. So now I only have my my pistol to take me into that cave. The question is if that makes sense. If it makes sense then to yeah, to go and try that mission again. I think I'm gonna do that because it might be that I killed one of them and injured the other. Let's see how much time do I have. Okay, so I have half an hour, so I think maybe I have time to go that. So let's get on the train. We want to go to Central Business and then to the Tessa Spaceport. Tursa Spaceport. And while we are... Yeah, the train actually just arrived. That's good. If you're a new viewer to this stream, we are in Lorville, which is the last point that I saved, or you don't save the game, but it was the last point where I landed before I got killed just trying to enter that cave that I wanted to mine. And Lorville is huge. It's really big, and it has this metro system going around that will bring you from one place to another in the game, or in the city. So now I'm going to the central station, and then I'm switching over to the line that takes me to Tursa Spaceport, which is where I got off. It's not going to be as pretty now since it's dark, but if you really want to see how beautiful this city is, I strongly recommend checking out my stream. The stream earlier, where I was here during the daylight hours. This city is absolutely beautiful, even though it is sort of Blade Runner-y and heavy. So while we are waiting for that, we can also look up the in the Star Citizen wiki. We can look up what happens when you die.
Now arriving, Central Station.
Let's
Please
also,
watch
before
your
we look
step
that
when
up, let's
disembarking the
get out
train.
of the train and swap, and then I'll look at it again.
Now arriving from Leedston Station.
You
Stand
find
by
the
and let
question that I
passengers
googled
disembark
into the
before
stars
boarding.
that I put into the Star Citizen wiki to be deep, Jevon? I see your point. I'm just gonna walk over here, wait for a train, and then I'll continue the search. Next train leaves in... train departing in 10. Okay, there's no train here. Uh-oh. Let's just wait for that to happen while we continue our search. Star Citizen dying. Okay, train's arriving, so let's...
Now arriving from TISA Spaceport. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding.
So this train actually takes us around the city a little bit, because the spaceport is located in such a way that this train has to sort of spin around. So I'm gonna leave it here, and hopefully we'll have a nice view as I'm googling this thing. Death of a spaceman. This is not what we're looking for. Dying consequence. Oh, I probably spelled that wrong. Wow, there's no... Whoa!
Next stop, TISA Spaceport.
What happened? Oh my god, my character got killed! Holy crap. I didn't even see what happened. I was looking at the browser when that happened. Did I stand by the door or something like that? Was it a physical thing? Yeah, Atrium, it could be a heart attack. I'm afraid to ride public transport. Yeah, and thank you for watching the stream, by the way, Atrium. I hope you will enjoy the game. I heard a rumor that you were gonna get it, perhaps? Okay, I'm just gonna check that I have my equipment, because I do want to still have my underwear. That's the most important part. Yes, I do have my med pens still there. Ah, that okay. So, okay, I'll do one more attempt, and if I get more trouble now, then I'm out of here for tonight, unfortunately. Has he now? Oh, there you go. Itrim says hello Twitch on the chat. That's nice. I have not seen that until now, because I've been busy randomly dying and getting shot in the dark. I put it to floor 1 by accident here. But so Jevon is saying I should now just take the line straight to the starport, but is there one from the workers district? I haven't seen that. Okay, that was the wrong level. Let's get off again. So Itram, how are you enjoying the game? If you got it running yet. Okay, so Jevon says there is, I think it might be blue line. Okay. This is a nice touch here. I guess they are...
Need a job?
The city is not entirely safe, perhaps. Not made for humans. Okay, so let's try and find this blue line then. So is there a okay, admin office, but the... Yes, this is the hospital, and this is the workers' district.
Residences are available at all price points.
So let's go straight to the... I think there's a hub here. Okay, so here's this... Is this a subway map? No, let's see. So where am I? Yeah, so it says here, I am here. And there's a line here, you're right, to Tessa spaceport. So maybe their spaceport line does go here. Thank you, Jevon.
Perimeter, spaceport, and industry lines.
In my defense, I grew up in the countryside. I don't understand subway systems, so that's not necessarily true. Ah, no, the train just arrived. It's good stuff. So I need to go back and see why I died there. I don't think there was anyone else on the train that would get me, and it's also an armistice zone, so I don't think it's so easy for people to just kill me. Okay, so the question is if I'm... The question that I was trying to Google was if I lose things. Star Citizen Wiki.
Next stop, Tisa Spaceport.
The question is if I'm losing something when I die. And there is no entry under D. For whatever reason. Okay, so I'm just actually curious if my rifle was lost because I died. Because I paid money for that rifle. Not real money, but space money.
Disembarking the train.
Okay, let's get back out to that cave. This will be the last thing I do today. If my pistol is enough to get into there, at least I got into the fucking cave. Am I allowed to say that on Twitch? Am I allowed to curse on Twitch? Jevon is asking if I want to meet Itram. Actually, what I want to do is get to the cave. So maybe I'll just do that tonight. I have a feeling I will have an opportunity to meet Itram many times. Or how do you feel about that, Itram? Are you disappointed if I say that? Also, I would really like to know how you are enjoying the game. I'm trying to see how this... Yeah, actually the delivery missions were surprisingly fun. Even though you just pick up one box in one place and then you go to another. It was sort of interesting. Because you gotta fit the box in your spaceship. So I sort of like that. Okay, so Jevon says, you lose any weapons or equipment you have out. You have out when you die. Okay, I see. Interesting that there is no insurance claim on this ship. Because I was parking my ship outside there when I died, so maybe you do get it back to your station as a way of alleviating the consequence of death. Okay, so I lost my rifle for that. That's not so fun. But let's try the pistol and see if it's enough to do it. If my ship arrives.
Unfortunately, our automated system is unable
Whoa.
to access that ship at this time. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Interesting.
Please try again later, or select a different ship.
Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. So my ship is probably not despawned. It's probably still sitting there out in the universe. So if someone went there to my ship, it would probably still be there. Or would it? Actually, I have an idea. Do they despawn that ship if I spawn my other ship? Because I have two ships. So let's it's gonna fail again now, I'm pretty sure. And then let's spawn the Freelancer, and then let's spawn the Aegis again.
Our automated system is unable to access that ship at this time. We apologize for any
Or maybe the
inconvenience.
people at the cave took
Please
it.
try again
Okay,
later,
let's get the
or
Freelancer
select
out.
a different ship.
There you go. So now it's in Hangar 8. Okay. Because I think you can only spawn in one ship at a time. I think. Let's take this one. Or maybe you can spawn multiple ships. Which hangar was it? Was it Hangar 8? So Jevon says yes. I guess that means you can spawn multiple ships. So if you were in a group, I could actually spawn one of my ships for you. So we could sort of share them, I guess.
Unfortunately, our automated system is unable
Okay, so let's
to
just see
access
what
that
hangar
ship
it was.
at
Was it
this time.
Hangar
We
8?
apologize for any inconvenience. Please try again later, or select a different ship.
Okay, so now the freelancer went away again because it didn't have a number there. Okay, let's get the freelancer out again. And then that's the one I'm gonna fly over there in. Okay, so it depends whether you can load two of them at the same time. You are fully stranded. Both ships are bugged.
Unfortunately,
Oh my
our
god.
automated system is unable to access that ship at this time. We apologize for any inconvenience.
So now I understand why all these people are just standing here. It's because they have nowhere to go. Okay, so I only have one HUD marker right now. That is that one. So, okay, so unless something is fixed now, then I actually can't go anywhere. And if I can't go anywhere, that means it's the end of the stream. I cannot file a claim on this ship. Jevon says I have to catch a ride out of here, but I only have like 15 minutes worth of stream time left. So I think that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna make one last attempt at getting the freelancer out, because it was actually spawning a moment ago. Hangar 6. Okay, I literally only have a few minutes left, so I will go and grab the freelancer and check if I can do anything around that cave, and if one of the people are still, if the people are still alive. What I'm just going to do is I'm going to fly low over the cave in the freelancer and put some shot at the entrance. Okay, so which one was it? Was it hangar 6? Was it? I think it was hangar 6. Oh yeah. Well, okay, so lesson of the day: become prepared. Always. You lose stuff when you die. There is consequence to dying. What other lessons have we learned today? You might encounter enemies on seemingly simple missions, such as this, such as the one we just had, and there are bugs in the game. Oh. Whoa, I appear to have glitched into the geometry. No. Okay, what other lessons did I learn today? Well, I learned that you do actually, like, I did actually wake up again on my freelancer when I logged in after I had killed the bounty. So that was interesting. So that actually worked that time. I ended up in orbit around the same place as I had been before. So that's nice. That's good. Okay. There's a guy with a flashlight there looking at the wall. Shine a light on him. It would be fun if I turn on the light and he was like, "Oh, dude." Okay, let's open the comms and get ourselves into space. Oh, not into space. We're just going to fly a little bit outside of the port, actually. We can't actually look up there now, but that's okay. Okay, so put the reticle in a good place. And then we are ready for a beautiful takeoff from Tersa Spaceport. Flying blind. So now we are seeing Lorville by night. Literally everything I did on this streaming session today happened here, and this is insanely Blade Runner. This landscape in the background here, it looks like the the building from the first movie. I forget the name now, but that's really what it looks like. It's still beautiful. If it wasn't so pretty, we wouldn't cut it so much slack. Okay, so let's let us get to that cave again. I guess I can't jump there, can I? I don't think I can. I think I'm too low. Yeah. If it's gonna take me too long to get there, then I don't want to do it either. But the good thing is my cruise control now works, which it wasn't before. And there I am inside my cockpit. It might actually be that we will have daylight on the cave as we are arriving there. That is a good thing. Okay, so this will be the last thing I do on the stream today. I'm actually gonna try to put my ship down over there and go to sleep in the bunk. I don't think I will be able to wake up there on the planetary surface and like what happened to me in space, but who knows, if I'm lucky maybe the next time I do go out it will be there. Let's try that. I only have about 10-15 minutes more of stream time, so yeah, so I really have to round this off rather quickly. And now my Avenger Titan is on the radar. So indeed, the ship that I was losing over there is now showing up on my radar. Maybe I should push a bit of afterburner to make this go a bit faster. At least until I get the overheat alert. So I didn't actually find anything about the consequence of dying here, but like Jevon said, probably you lose some of your things when you die, and he knows the game better than I do. Well, I guess they still have some time to go before this is complete. But like I said earlier, I feel I've had more fun in this game than I've had in many other games that cost even the same, even though those games were finished. So yeah, there is something to this. Even at this unfinished state, this might be a game where you will enjoy. If nothing else, you get an incredible sort of ability to explore and have a look around. You get these incredible visuals and this sort of feeling of being in this world that is, I think, unparalleled in any other game that I've played for a long time or ever. So I really see what they are trying to do here, and seeing that, I think I didn't really have any feelings for Star Citizen before this thing started, but or before I actually backed it myself. But now that I have, I really see what they are trying to do here and why that is pretty good. Okay, we should be there in not that long. Can boost a little bit to get there. And now presumably I will lose both my ships. But I will not be playing the game again for at least one more day, so because of that I think it's fair that I have a bit of... If the game resets these statistics over time, I'm more than okay to try it again. Okay, so we're 10 kilometers away from the cave. The final thing happening today. So what I do know is that the landscape around there is relatively flat, so now I feel a bit safer coming in there. I'm gonna lower my speed so I have more maneuverability on an entry. And I'm gonna slide in. So there's my other ship parked on the ground where I left it before I died. So let's just slowly go sideways here and approach this. So what I think I'm going to do is just try to shoot with my ship at the entrance, and if there's someone still there, they're going to get a beating. Turning down the speed a little bit. Lights are on. We're still going 10 meters per second, so we're gonna calm down a little bit more. Autopilot off. Cruise control off. A little bit unsure about my altitude. Okay, there is the cave again. And the entrance was on the other side. Let's bank sideways and just... So again, the goal here is to get a few shots in with the ship. Just as a sort of revenge for the people that killed me there. Oh. Yeah, so the entrance was around there. Is it there? And something tells me these enemies are not clever enough to... I can see, yeah, there are the people. One of them is just looking silly at me. Funny. Oh, they're shooting at me, okay. Oh, I'm too far away to hit them with my guns. Fascinating, because my guns have too much spread. Okay, I got one. Did I get both? That one is still aiming at me. Okay, at least that's something. Well, he's not really taking cover though, is he? Okay, and there I got him as well, didn't I? Okay, so there is something you don't see every day. Okay, so let's set the ship down. Let's back up a little bit here and get the level horizon. Let's just back her up a little bit. So actually I do quite enjoy the flight controls. I think you have a good sense of control on these ships as you play them. Let's put the gear out and put her down gently so that there's nothing here. Get in my way, it's like a cliff, or I think I'm down. Okay, let's exit, and I'm just gonna have a look at the cave entrance. And then at least we managed to kill a couple of dudes. Yeah, so Jevin is saying that people would move into the cave, and I think that's absolutely true. There is this upcoming patch to the first-person combat AI, where they are... Thank you, ship. Where they are... let me get my gun out. Where they will start to take intelligent cover. This is actually really cool with the way the light works here. Let's be very careful. Well, yeah. Can I take anything here? Is there stuff? Is there loot? Can I loot these people? I guess I can't. Or can I? No, nothing happens if I touch him. There's a gun here though. Oh my god. I can take his gun. Now how about that? I love that. Finally I can, unless that's my rifle. Or is my body still lying around here? Actually I died over here, didn't I? So can I open these now? So at least something good came of this. I got a new gun. So this is roughly the spot where I died, isn't it? Yeah, there's nothing here unless he took my shit. Yeah. Okay, actually, that is pretty neat. I gotta say that. I wasn't expecting that in some way, but of course it makes sense. They dropped their weapons as I died, so unless there's more of them inside the cave, can I take anything else? Okay, so actually when I have a gun equipped, I have options here to place it and take it out of the environment too. What about this dude over here? Did he drop something? Wasn't he carrying? He was probably shooting at me too, right? Did he not have a gun? Okay. I can't seem to be able to take any of these things, but that's okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I don't have time to explore the cave, but at least I have made some gunplay. For the first time, this is the first time I actually had a shootout in the game. So I'm gonna get back in my ship now and try to log out from the bunk, and if I'm really fortunate, I will come back where I left off, although, to be honest, I don't actually think that's going to happen. It's also an absolutely beautiful sunrise coming over the mountains here. I gotta say it again, what a game. This is something amazing. There's something very, very special about this game. Well, there you go, bugs. There's something very, very special about this game beyond the bugs, and I've loved so much of everything that I've been doing in this, even though it is super bugged like at the moment. Okay, let's get into the bunk and log out. That will be the end of the stream for today. So I guess I've streamed roughly 3.5 hours today, and so far we managed to have some space combat. A lot of the time has been spent walking around Lorville, trying to find places and walk around. But still, I think the experience has been pretty remarkably good. I had a good time with this, even though it is really unfinished and buggy, and so much of it has been messy. It's been fun. And indeed, we did everything that I planned for the stream. We checked out the mining. We found the entrance to the mine. We did do a bounty in space with space combat, and we did find some ground combat that I didn't even know existed. So, you know what? This was a good gaming experience. I had a good time with this game. So I look forward to continue streaming this game. I think this is the game that I'll be focusing on now for a while because it's really fun. There'll be some VR every now and then too, of course. Can't let go of that, but at least I have to portion out my time a little bit with the games. And right now, this is one of the coolest things that I've experienced for a long time. So a little thumbs up to Cloud Imperium Games for good work, even though it's taken a long time. It's now really producing some spectacular experiences. And these locations are gorgeous and remarkable. And the ships are amazing, and yeah. If they continue development of this is going to be something very, very special a year or two down the line. Okay, so have a good evening, everyone. Thank you for watching, friends and new acquaintances. Welcome to the stream. If you want to see more of this, I stream very irregularly, but feel free to subscribe to my stream, and you will at least get notified. Okay, have a good evening, everyone, and a good weekend, and wherever you are in the world, good night or good day, and so on. Bye-bye.